spend this time with you on Good Friday, just talking a bit about what does Good Friday actually mean. Well, we all talk about Good Friday, but as I was thinking about all of this, I thought, it's such an oxymoron because was it really a Good Friday? Let's look at it. Let's look at all the things. Let's discuss this, whether it's a Good Friday or a bad Friday or a horrible Friday. Who would know? One thing I do know is that the scripture tells us in Colossians 1:19-20, for God was pleased to have all his fullness dwell in him, that's in Jesus, and through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether things on earth or things in heaven, by making peace through his blood shed on the cross. So, when I look at it and I'm often ask myself, what was it like being there on that day? What was it like for the people who watched this? What was it like for the disciples, for Mary, for all his followers? How did they feel about this? So, me being visual, I thought, well, let's explore that a bit this morning. Imagine what it was like for the disciples, for all Jesus' followers, that day, seeing him being captured, seeing him being flogged, seeing him being beaten to the point where the blood was streaming out of his body onto the ground, seeing open wounds on his body. It was not a Good Friday for them. Imagine what it was like, the idea that they put all their hopes on Jesus, that Jesus was the one who was going to deliver them out of slavery, away from this Roman Empire that just expects things of them but gives nothing in return. Imagine, they put all their hope on Jesus, that Jesus would be the King, the Messiah coming again, as prophesied by the prophets of old. And they put all their hope on him, that he's going to be the one who does this. Only to see him being led away to be crucified. Imagine the atmosphere. People hating him, hating the disciples, hating anybody who had anything to do with him. The religious leaders of the day getting people all hyped up and people shouting, crucify him, crucify him. Imagine what it felt like for them. Imagine what it felt like for Mary, his mother, seeing her son taken through these things and knowing that he did nothing wrong, knowing that all he ever did was help people, but yet he is the one who's getting crucified like a common criminal. He's going to hang on a cross. Crucifixion was kept for those really serious crimes, for murderers. Yet Jesus, who had no sin in him, was hanging on a cross. Can you imagine what that felt like? Can you imagine what went through their minds? For the optimist, there was obviously a thing of, it's okay. It's okay. As he was carrying his cross up that hill, it was okay. Because you know what? At some point in time, he's going to call down the angels and they're going to come and rescue him. It's okay. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. In anticipation, because it's going to happen. I think you think of the pessimist. Oh, I was so stupid in believing that he is the one who's going to come and free us. Oh my goodness, what have I done? I should never have believed him. All those signs were obviously not true. Feeling convicted because you got pulled into a scam. And as he went up that hill, imagine people's emotions. The religious leaders saying, that's right, that's what happens when you blaspheme, that's what happens. You end up on a cross, how dare you do this? How dare you come and take our order and pull it all apart and do something new? How dare you? We know better than you. Down to the despair of his disciples. You're the woman who has taken care of him for the 3 years that he was in public ministry. It wasn't a good day for them. It was a bad day. It was not Good Friday. It was a bad Friday. You know, they didn't have the knowledge that we've got, knowing that actually he rose again. They didn't have that on that day. All they had was a horrible, horrible despair. And you know what? I want to tell you why it was a Good Friday. It was a Good Friday because there's never lived a man like that ever before on this earth. Never before has a man lived on earth that is sinless. A man that could tell the leaders what was right and what was wrong. That got the leaders so mesmerized that they didn't know what to do about him. That at the end had to try and kill him and got it right. I've never heard anybody with such wisdom, such compassion, such love. That's why it was a Good Friday. Then, of course, it was Good Friday because there's never been a man that was willing to pay the price for our sins. Never before in history was there a man that was willing to do it. Up until that point, millions and millions and millions of animals' blood was shed to try and atone for man's sin. And it wasn't enough. It could never be enough. There was one man who came to this earth who was sinless, and he was able to pay the price for you and my sin. That's why it was a Good Friday. Every temptation that was ever thrown at Jesus, he overcame it. He actually taught us how to overcome it by speaking the word of God. He taught us so much. He taught us how to live. He taught us how to love. That's why it was a Good Friday. It was also a Good Friday for us in the world because of the punishment and the beating that Jesus received. Because the word tells us that through his blood we are healed. Through his blood that was poured out for you and me, you and I are healed. You and I have victory. That's why it was a Good Friday. But where did all of this start? It started in the Garden of Eden. It was never God's plan for us to live a defeated life. It was never his plan. He had communion, fellowship with Adam and Eve. They had a wonderful relationship with him until that fateful day when the devil decided to tempt Eve, and she fell for it, and so did Adam. And that removed us away from God. Removed us away from that relationship with God. And life was never the same again. As I said, so many animals died and could never atone for that. So you know, to me, Good Friday means that I have been set free from my guilt. I've been set free from all the stuff that I've done wrong because Jesus paid the price for me. And that is so wonderful. He paid such a price. He paid a huge price for you and me. He died an horrific death on a cross so that you and I could have eternal life. That's what makes it a Good Friday. We have been united with Christ. We are now co-heirs with Jesus Christ. We are fellow citizens placed in heavenly places. Due to his blood, you and I have been set free. We have the victory because of what Jesus did for you and me. Nothing we did could ever have helped us with it. Never. It was all because of what Jesus did. It had nothing to do with us. You and I could never pay the price for ourselves, even though we tried. We couldn't do it. You know, Jesus brought two worlds together, brought heaven and earth together. That's why it's called Good Friday, because of what he did for us. And that's why today, as we take communion, let's remember what Jesus did for us. Let's remember the price he paid so that you and I can have victory. Let's remember today that the victory is ours, and that we can stand against the enemy and all his ploys, knowing that the victory is ours. So don't ever wonder if Good Friday is really good, because it is. It is good for us. And you know what? When Jesus rose the third day, it was good for the disciples and for Mary and all his followers, pessimistics, optimistic, all of them. It was a good day. You know what? If Jesus didn't die on Good Friday, he would not have been resurrected on the third day, which means that he would have still been defeated. But he wasn't, because he paid a price for us. So I want to ask you to join us in taking communion together. So if you've got your bread and your wine and your Bible, let's take communion together. So you guys want to do communion with us. So Father, thank you. Thank you for your body that was broken for us. Thank you, Lord Jesus, that your broken body and your blood that flowed for us gives us healing. Lift up that healing today. Because through your stripes we were healed. That's what your word says. That's what we remember today. Thankfulness for your body that is broken for us. So let's eat together. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much that we can take this bread and remember that you took place on the cross. Thank you for your healing powers that close to our bodies. Thank you, Lord Jesus. And the wine represents the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus is what gives us eternal life. His blood that paid the price for you and me. That paid the price for our sin. Because of his blood, we are covered and protected, and we have victory. When God the Father looks at us, he sees us through the eyes of the blood of Jesus Christ, which protects us and gives us eternal life. We thank you, Lord Jesus, for your blood that flowed on the cross, so that we can have eternal life. Let's pray together. And that's why Jesus said, do this as often as you get together, to remind you of what I did. So thank you, Lord Jesus. I'd like to just pray a blessing over you. Father, thank you for your children. Thank you for every person who listens to them. We ask that you bless them and bless them indeed. That you would extend their temperance, Lord. That your favour would rest upon them. Father, that your protection would be all over them, Lord. That they would live in the victory that you have given us on the cross. I ask, Lord Jesus, that we would understand what you did for us and that we will live in that. We ask, Lord, that you would be the one who would bless our coming ins and our going outs. That from the rising of the sun to the setting of the sun, we will be blessed to be a blessing to those around us. And once again, we thank you that we can celebrate Good Friday because it is good. Amen. Thank you so much for joining us. May you have a wonderful, wonderful Easter. And if you would like to know a little bit more about what Jesus did for you on the cross, if you don't understand it but would want to have more information, please private message us and we would love to share with you and take you on a journey with us. So be blessed and stay safe in your bubble. Goodbye.